I didn't spill my secrets that day. How could I? How do you tell a man of God that your heart races every time he speaks? That you dream of his voice soothing you to sleep and his eyes capturing your very soul? I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Not in that sacred counseling room adorned with scriptures and the weight of heaven watching over us. Instead, I opened up about my past me ex who betrayed me, the job I lost during the pandemic, how my faith felt so fragile and thin. Pastor Nathaniel listened as if I were the only person in the world. He didn't interrupt or judge. He just listened. Then he prayed with me, his hand resting gently over mine for just a moment too long. That moment shattered me. After that day, our paths crossed more frequently. I started volunteering with the church media team. I told myself it was for God, but deep down, I knew it was really for Him. Every Sunday, I lingered after service. Every Wednesday, I found an excuse to attend midweek fellowship. Sometimes he'd flash a smile my way across the hall. Other times, our hands would brush when passing a microphone or sharing notes. It was all so subtle, yet my body reacted to every little moment like a silent scream. One evening, I stayed behind to help with a video upload, and he walked into the media room. Everyone else had left. It was just the two of us. He stood behind me, watching the screen as I edited his sermon. His voice was soft, barely above a whisper when he said, "You're doing a great job, Amara." The way he said my name, gentle, slow, almost sacred. Like a prayer, I turned to face him, our eyes locked. And in that silence, that delicate space between two beating hearts, I realized, we were teetering on the edge of crossing a line we couldn't uncross. You never really realize when people start to take notice until their glances turn icy and their hellos become scarce. It all began subtly. Just a few sideways looks when I walked into church. Whispers that faded the moment I turned my head. At first, I convinced myself I was just being paranoid, that people were simply being, well, people. But then I caught wind of it. She's always hanging around him, isn't she? I heard he sticks around after she volunteers. Well, God is watching, that's all I'll say. I was standing in the hallway outside the choir room when those words reached my ears. I didn't budge, I couldn't. It felt like my feet were glued to the floor. They were talking about me. The same sisters who embraced me after service were now tearing me apart with their words. Later that week, Sister Ruth, one of the oldest and most respected women in the church, pulled me aside. She wore a sweet smile, but her words cut deeper than any knife. "You're a lovely girl, Amara. Just be cautious not to become a stumbling block. Some men of God are still men, and some girls forget that God is watching." She patted my shoulder as if she were bestowing a blessing of judgment.